we have to talk. As you might know, I have been playing Mechwarrior Online for a very, very long time. And don't get me wrong, I really love this game. And I mean, I have built a career around that. So that's pretty cool. But there's one thing that is really going on my nerves. And I want to talk about that today. Forget about balancing, forget about LRMs, forget about Pop-Tart snipers or whatever. Forget about map design, forget about NASCAR, forget about everything. What's the most important thing is the supply cache system. The supply cache system is built in a way which is actually quite user-friendly. I mean, you play a bunch of games, you grind your supply cache score, the little bar gets up high until it reaches the end, and then all of a sudden, boom! You get awarded a supply cache, and that is pretty good. I mean, you get free stuff, and in a free-to-play game, where you would otherwise have to actually pay real money, getting more free stuff more quickly is pretty good. What I have a problem with is the fact that the distribution of the items is completely nuts. PGI, why did you do it like that? Let's take a look. So we have 4 different kinds of supply caches. We have common supply caches, uncommon supply caches, we have the rares, and then the ultra rares. And based on my experience from other games, I would expect the higher the rarity, the better stuff you get. And while that's still the case, I would expect the higher the rarity, the higher the chance of getting a rare or ultra rare or uncommon item. What PGI did is a little bit different and counterintuitive, I would say. They actually put different quality item tiers into each tier of the supply cache. For example, we have short-range missiles too, we have jump jets, we have tags, we have LRM-5s, like really poor quality, really low value items in the common supply cache. And then the higher you go on the supply cache tier, the quote-unquote better the item gets. Until you get, I don't know, LRM-15 with Artemis, you get Gauss rifles later, you get like real good stuff. However, there is a flaw in that system that really goes on my nerve, and that's the following. The items in each supply cache are tagged in a way that I don't understand. We have opened 101 supply caches on my live stream on Twitch, so I collected a lot of them so that we have a good pool of data to confirm my thesis there, and I actually was right. When we started to open them, there was a pattern. We started with the common supply caches, and most of the items that we saw there were flagged as uncommon. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why. I don't know, maybe it's because PGI wants to give their customers a good feeling, saying, hey, you opened a common supply cache and you got a lot of uncommon items, and now you should feel really lucky. But it is actually quite counterintuitive. I would expect a different outcome when I open a common supply cache. I would expect a lot of common items, and I think it is absolutely okay to flag those SRM2s, those jump jets, those LRM5s as common items. Why are you not doing that, PGI? I don't understand that. You have a perfect chance to flag your items in a way that the users would expect it, but they are all uncommon for a reason. And then there's one more thing. There is actually one common item that I found in the supply cache, and that was a very tiny amount of C-bills. But this quote-unquote common item was very, very rare in its occurrence, so it didn't show up that often. And again, that is a complete mismatch in my mind. Why is the common item, the flagged as common item, the most rarest one in a supply cache? I get what you're doing there, I get what you're trying to do. You have the different tiers, and you have the different tiers of quality of items that are in the specific tier of supply cache, but the flagging is completely off there. Please, PGI, I'm a German, I need my rules, I need my constraints to work within. Please change that. It should be only a flag in the database, or make it so that there's actually a real chance of getting rarer items. For example, we got a lot of common items, SRMs, C-bills, for example, in the common supply cache, and then there is a slight chance that you get an item of a higher quality, for example, an uncommon LRM-15 in your common supply cache. And the higher you go on the tiers, the higher your chance will get of getting those uncommons, of getting the rares. And maybe there is one predetermined item, as in a cockpit item in the ultra rares. I mean, that's still cool. I like cockpit items. That's really, really nice. But again, your pattern, I don't understand it. But please, PGI, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt here. So my point is that I want to be excited about the supply caches. I want to open them up and I want to see what's coming. And if I'm getting a rare item or maybe even just an uncommon item in a common supply cache or a rare item in an uncommon supply cache, I want to feel really, really lucky. And you are actually missing out on that opportunity of invoking those feelings in your customers, and I just want to help. So guys, I love your game. I love creating content for that game, and I really want to play it for a little longer. So if you want to take my advice, change your supply cache system a little bit so that the users will feel better when they open them up. That was it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel for more of that. Please let me know down below in the comments what you think about the supply cache system. Is it okay as it is? Should it be reworked? Or maybe you have another opinion that I don't know yet. So let me know down below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.